So, right now from this morning, I'm out of Halifax and I am in a place called Mahone Bay and I'm going further down to Lumberg. So, according to what I've read so far or heard, that I think either Mahone Bay or Lumberg are supposed to be the most beautiful places, like small town places within all of Canada. But I guess we'll see. But this place has 3 churches. Church number 1, number 2, and number 3. There's also a beautiful seaside around here too. Look at all the boats. I guess we'll just go explore the town to see what's up and what it's like. Maybe hit up a local coffee shop first as well, or a local pastry store. Well, probably during lunch or so, but I guess we'll see what's going on. Okay, so far, the town looks pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of cool shops and restaurants, and a lot of main shops as well, like Independent. That's like basically Loblaws, I think. But in any which, it's too bad I won't be staying a little bit longer because I really gotta hit the road to Lumberg as well. But let's see what Lumberg is like. But ooh, this gazebo, it's so pretty. Oh, wow. And you'll always be wondering what's out there. So now, after a 15-minute drive from Mahone Bay, I am in now the town of Lumberg as well. So this is just one part of the street, and as you can see, there's a really cool church behind me, sorry. And now we are just going down to Main Street over there to see what's up and probably catch lunch and probably do some shopping as well.
Lumberg was a really cool place to visit. That small town vibe and that community-driven place, it was really nice to see what it was like. Although it was really hilly in the area, so there was a lot of steep slopes to climb up though. But it does make a great way to get some exercise as well. As well as the harborfront was really nice. Quiet, but also really nice just to relax and smell that sea air.
Okay, so right now I'm having lunch at the Salt Shake Deli and Inn. It's a pretty good place because the menu has like both seafood and non-seafood dishes as well. So I've ordered some soup, a chicken salad sandwich, some fish cakes, some steamed mussels, and also a spicy clam pizza. But hold off the spicy part as well. But let's see what it's like.
After lunch, we decided to explore more of the harbor. It was amazing because those benches, you get to sit and relax after a filling meal and enjoy the scenery as well. Stay as long as you can.
Okay, so behind me is Lumberg. This beautiful this beautiful town and the harborfront has been an amazing trip, and right now I am doing a 3-hour drive to our next destination. I'll see you when I get there.
哎呀，有福禄壽，福禄壽吃啦！有啦有啦有福禄壽啊
Chinese restaurant?
We did not fly all the way to New Brunswick, drove 2 hours,
No, we're going, oh, just the courthouse.
drove 2 hours to Nova Scotia, both Dartmouth, and probably 30 minutes to Halifax, and then from Halifax we drove 2 hours from Lumberg, and then drove 3 hours to Antigonish just to eat Chinese food.
因為呢度少啲中國人啊嘛，點終於見福禄壽？
我哋嗰度有針灸喎，所以其實你可以食完台餐就針灸下。
So, after 3 hours of driving from Lumberg, and I am now in the town of Antigonish. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's pretty cool and all, but it's a small town, and basically this is the only main street. Yep, till up to the end of this street, this is the entire downtown area. And over there is St. Francis Xavier University as well. It's supposed to be one of the most famous universities in the region. But right now I am going for dinner, and let's see what dinner offers.
There's one thing that I've always noticed, that whether you're on a road trip and you're driving, when the sun goes down and the moon comes up, or when it gets dark, driving in the middle of the night can actually be kind of restful and relaxing. Well, I don't suggest that you should drive tired, but the thing is that driving when it's getting dark or when the sun had fully set, there's some kind of weird magic upon to it. Like letting your imaginations run wild. Like in this scene, imagining a castle coming up from the ocean. Or even talking to your imaginary friend that you had developed, keeping you company on the lonely night as well. Probably in your soul or housed in your heart because your friends are asleep as well. It's kind of deep, but there's something about driving in the night that gets me to it, especially in the middle of nowhere and you're on the road for 4 hours. And the next morning, when the sun shined, even though through the clouds, it was time for our next adventure, going onto this park driving trail to see the rest of Nova Scotia. And although the clouds did look kind of cloudy and it looked like it was about to rain, but there wasn't any stopping any optimism because at least we'd be cooler in the rain at least. And even though the sky cleared from the clouds and the sunshine, it was time for a new adventure on that open road. With many vehicles such as cyclists, cars, even trucks as well, it made me wonder if it was even possible to even skateboard downhill or on this trail. It'll be quite interesting and quite an adventure.
Anyway, so right now I'm in Cape Breton's National Park Center, and I just got some couple things that I might need, like some paper maps as well. Because the road, it's going to be like one long circle according to the map that's inside of it. So I better start going now. Now. Okay, behind me is one of the places in the Cape Breton Highlands that you can actually visit to as well. This is also a lookout point, but this is also a beach as well. So there are some places that you can actually do in order to hang out at the beach. And also check out the scenery as well. It feels a little bit cooler around here, I think because we're closer to the seawater as well. But in any which, I just want to dip my feet into the water to see what it's like. And probably take care of this mosquito bites I have on my legs still.
Cape Breton had a lot of cool stops, like this one. It's one of the cliffside stops that you can see some of the ocean, and even some of the sea animals would migrate here in this area as well. Although rocky, it's still really worth it. And this is another one where you can even see one of the lighthouses in the area. Windy, but breathtaking. There were a lot of amazing and cool places to visit, each one of them, just to take out of your car and also take pictures of the area and the scene.
Okay, so right now we're right here at White Point, and we're just going to continue taking down this trail. So it's going to be a long drive. And it's been pretty exciting because it's relaxing since we have a car so far that can take us to all these places, and as well as each of these places has a lookout point that we can go to as well. I think one of my favorites is one of the beaches area, so I can put my feet in the water as well. But I'm hoping for a gravel beach as well, because sand and water do stick really well as well, but not too much as gravel. So it looks like we're just going to continue on and have a really late lunch. Okay, after several hours of driving, we are now going to have lunch at the Rusty Anchor. I'm not sure what I'm going to have, but all I know is I'm pretty starving. And this is coming from a guy who doesn't even eat breakfast. But anyway, let's see what it's like inside. Oh, cool. It's like a map of Pleasant Bay. No, not Pleasant Bay, but almost the exact route that we're going to. I don't think we'll be going to all of them. So right now I am Skyline Trail. It is one of the most famous trails there is in the entire park. And here is the map of this place. It looks like I'm just going to stick onto the left and make it out to this lookout point here, and then trail back because I'm running out of time. According to this thing, it looks like it could just take about 2 or 3 hours, but that's like the entire year loop. But probably it may take an hour or and a half for me just to go up to here, or 2 hours max. But I guess we'll just see what it's going to be like. Here is one interesting thing about this trail. Well, aside spawning bugs, but that giant fence that's right behind me, that's actually a moose enclosure. They use it to try to keep the moose in, I think, and they also planted some seeds as well around the area. I didn't read too much of the sign, but I think this is kind of interesting. I mean, check out the view and check out the fence. Okay, this is going to be pretty cool. Oh, wow. Check it out. We were just on that road a few moments ago. Check out the mountain view. This place is amazing. Okay, so impressions so far, aside with a lot of bugs, because this place is probably a marsh or a swampland, or same thing-ish, that kind of stuff, this hike has been pretty cool as well. And just probably one way to get from the entrance all the way up to here, it's probably a 30 or 35 minute kind of walk as well. But I'm not sure. It could take an hour to get up to where I am, all the way back to the entrance trail. Oh, and I got more information about the seedling. So far, the reason why they want to close up the gate is because they wanted to keep the moose out from eating the seeds they just planted. That's what it is. Oh, here's more of the view. Oh, wow. Forest boardwalk. This area is usually sensitive, so that's why they have us stay on this boardwalk. Wow. I don't know whether it's breathtaking or it makes me breathless. Just being up here, seeing all this. Now, this is why it's probably famous in the entire park. There's probably several more set of stairs down here. But it's definitely worth it. And going up, well, I just gotta live with it.
So this is why they call it Skyline Trail. Those boardwalks that leads up to the mountains, and from the trail that leads us to the boardwalks. This was one of the amazing views that I've ever seen. And when you keep going down towards the boardwalk, you get to see also more of the ocean as well. Even the road that we were on to come up here to the skyline. It was wonderful, it was breathtaking, or breathless, I'm not sure which one were the same, but it was definitely worth the hike and definitely worth the view as well.
Okay, so climbing down here was such a breeze, but now it's time to head back though. Although I am going to have a heavy climb, and with my backpack and this, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's what they say. Now let's persevere, climb up, and get back to the vehicle. Okay, so that's the end of the Sky Trail as well. It was a pretty cool trail, except with all the bugs. I'm still guessing there's probably a swamp and marsh there. But it's pretty cool to have the moose enclosure to protect some of the seeds as well. And then at the end where the boardwalk is, oh wow, that was amazing. Anyway, so we have more hours of driving, and then we are going to go for early dinner, and then I gotta rest up for PEI because I have a boat to catch.